I would like to welcome everyone to the Meade County competition for the GEL-IN program, the Green Entrepreneurial Leadership Institute. Our program title is going to be called Green Summer Forever. This is the Meade County competition, the best of county. I'd like to welcome our esteemed judges. We have Tim Gossett from the Meade County RECC there in the green. We have Mr. Harry Craycroft, our county judge executive, and Mrs. Viaclia, who's a teacher here at the middle school, who's been kind of helping out throughout the process. So what we're going to do is kind of go through then. Each team's going to present their project and see who wins the best of Meade County competition.
We're the Team Green Machine. I'm Tammy. That's Phil. That's Jeremiah. And that's Jessica.
No, you can click the next slide. Or you can go over. Part of our project is we were doing energy audits for all of the schools in the county to try and help them to become more energy efficient and help save money. When we started out, we used an energy audit sheet from Washington State University's energy program, and it was kind of long and drawn out and real in depth, so we ended up switching and using the one that the Kentucky Green and Healthy Schools gave us, or not gave us, but we got off their website, and it was kind of more simple and straight to the point and helped us out. That's what we used. And this is like some of the information we got from all the schools, and it was just a lot of like what they had that used up most of their energy, like how many copiers and printers they had, computers, and like just all the vending machines and just stuff like that we went through in all the schools and counted how much they were and kind of figured that up. So these were just this is the one for Stewart Pepper Middle School. This is the one for Meade County High School. It's all just like the numbers and stuff. You can click through those.
We started e-cycling, which is where you recycle used computer parts, power cords, televisions, VCRs, things like that. When we did our research, we realized that there's 14 e-cycling programs in the state of Kentucky.
We sent out what are they called? Oh, we sent out pledge sheets trying to get our schools in our district to find better ways to go green and stuff and to save energy. And we sent it to all of our schools and the Board of Education. Tried to after this program to try to keep it going and see if they'll save energy and stuff like that. That's it. The pledge sheet it gave ideas on how to go green, turn off some of the lights and stuff like that, check the windows, and we tried to get everybody to sign up for it. And these are the schools that we sent it to, wasn't it? Those are the schools we sent the pledges to.
These are all the schools, these were all the schools in the district and the Board of Education that we sent out the pledge sheets from the Kentucky Green and Healthy Schools, and they all signed and were given a commitment to help become more green and environmentally friendly in the future. And then this is one of the energy conservation policy statement that we got from Mr. Sutton at the Board of Education, just showing how they were agreeing to the pledge sheets and stuff. And that should be the last slide.
Okay.
and to go a little more in depth and on some of the stuff that they said. This is our business plan. It tells you everything that we did, like how we decided to sell our power cords on eBay, and the schools that we got to pledge to go green. And this is our proposal to help to Mr. Sutton, asking if he will see if the schools will go green. And some things that you can also e-cycle are computer monitors, circuit boards, vacuum cleaners, TVs, stereos, things like that. And in China, India, and Nicaragua, they promised to e-cycle 90% of their e-waste, but they haven't did it yet. And this is our pledge that we sent to all the schools that we did in the Board of Education. And this is our proposal. Mr. Sutton, the energy audit reports and the energy audit forms, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it.
Let me add one thing, because I think that it's important to understand the process. So they have, I thought they may have had this in here, but all of the schools in Meade County have agreed to participate in this program, have pledged to participate in this kind of Kentucky Green and Healthy Schools organization. There's a 5-step process that each school must enact in order to become a Kentucky Green and Healthy School. And one of those things that they're going to do is they're going to start a energy conservation team at each school in the district. And they had a lot to do with that here. It's something the board's been thinking about, but this kind of triggered their mind, and it got them a process that they were not aware about in action. So it's really a neat thing that they got all 11 schools to participate in, and I think that's an important thing just to add on to their project there.
Next slide.
There's
Wow.
pictures. Click it. There should be one more. Our presentation is about recycling at the fair, which is a precedent for our county. We've never had recycling at the fair before.
Why recycle? As you know, our economy is in extremely poor conditions, and it costs a lot of money to get even a can of Coke. If you recycle it, it makes the cans a lot cheaper because, first of all, cans are 100% recyclable. You could recycle them 100 times, and you can recycle it 101, and the 101st time is still going to be the same can as the first time you recycled it. This also helps save us money and produce jobs at the recycling center. Click. Why make Meade County Fair green? Well, obviously, it's probably one of the biggest conventions that Meade County has. And it's a really great way because everyone drinks soda. Well, that's kind of stereotypical, but it's a very well-liked drink. And it would do a lot to help our environment. Instead of throwing it on the ground, you could just walk 2 more feet to go to a recycling bin and recycle it. And plus, that saves money.
And at the fair, we can save the most money and spread awareness to the most amount of people because it's the most attended convention.
What she said. Click. What are we recycling at the fair? Cans. Okay. They're sustainable, meaning they can be recycled repeatedly for an infinite number of times. If 5 billion cans are recycled in a year, it saves the equivalent of 15 million barrels of crude oil. That is 1 full day of oil consumption for the entire country. And only 60 days after a can is recycled, it will be put right back on the shelves to be reused. No other material is recycled so easily, nor does any material bring the consumer so much money for recycling. The current average price of aluminum is about 70 cents per pound. Click. We're also recycling plastic bottles. They remain in the landfills for up to 700 years before they are biodegradable. It uses 2/3 less energy to recycle a bottle than to make it from virgin material. According to the American Chemistry Council, the demand for recycling plastic exceeds the available supply. Recycling 1 ton of plastic saves 7.4 cubic yards of landfill space. Click. How will this help? Yada yada. We've already read that. By recycling, we can promote the green movement and Alright. Aluminum never wears out. No matter how many times it is recycled, it can always be melted back down and made into a new can. By recycling cans, we can promote the green movement, and it also keeps us from using so many natural resources. Also, it is much cheaper to make a can from recycled material than from raw material, and it emits less pollutants into the air. By recycling plastic bottles, we save landfill space. Did you know that over half of waste products in landfills are recyclable? Click. Our results. We were successful in setting up a facility at the Meade County Fair. Meade County fairgoers for Meade County fairgoers to recycle plastic bottles and aluminum cans while at the fair, making our community a better place to live. Yeah, click. After this program, we hope to continue our efforts in making the Meade County Fair green. Why did you put it white? This includes, but it is not limited to, including the recycling program and continuing to spread awareness to people about recycling through informational brochures, etc. We, as a team, are directed to make dedicated, to make our community a better place to live in any way we can. Which is why we want to make this project further than the program which made it possible. Thank you for taking the time to review and consider our project ideas. Recycle. And that was our PowerPoint.
You want to do the business plan first?
No.
Okay, we have our brochure over here on the left panel that we handed out at the fair, which I designed myself, and it's basically about how you can make your home greener. And we have common misconceptions about going green. A lot of people think that benefits from recycling are insignificant. And I can't read that. Recycling and disposal aren't all there is to managing waste. The object is to reduce your waste. And there's a lot more you can recycle than paper and cardboard. We have cans, we have plastic bottles, motor oil, car batteries, all kinds of stuff. And a lot of people think that recycling is too difficult, that it's not enough readily available. And the recycling center makes recycling as available as possible. A lot of people go into town every day. They can easily bring their recyclables with them. It's just like a 15-minute stop. Not going to make that big of a difference, and it can help our community.
It's a kind of inconvenient thing to do, to recycle, but it helps so much in just saving money and also saving our planet.
And now Robin can do the business plan. Talking to the mic.
Our business plan consists of the market analysis, company descriptions, organization and management, and marketing and sales, and the summary, our executive summary. Basically, our market analysis is our competition, and it's other people recycling recycling all around what we're not getting to, and paper and all that, and a lot of stuff. And yeah.
Why are they our competition?
Oh yeah, they're our competition because everybody's we're this big group broke up into 5 smaller groups, but we're all trying to recycle and make the earth greener and stop global warming and a bunch of stuff, and
we're competing for the same prize.
Yeah, just competing for the same prize.
A couple of things with this one. They had a tough job recycling at the fair. They had to convince people to do something that's never been done before at the fair. And they had limited to success in the first 2 days, but the third day they took off a little bit. And one thing about this program, and The group before is the same way. These projects we hope are sustainable. This whole environmental program is a sustainable design. Well, we wanted our projects to be stuff that can be sustained over and over again, and how easy it was just a communication that needed to take place between the mayor's office and the recycling center. And once it took off, they got it done. They worked with these four fine young people behind me, and they got it going. And they started something that Meade County can kind of take off and run with it. The biggest event in Meade County is the fair. So this is the number one place to bring awareness as far as this goes. Even if it's brought, I think they were kind of frustrated the first day, they didn't have a lot of success, but even if it's opening eyes to one person and this becomes something that we can continue on, that was the whole goal of this program. And I think they did an excellent job in getting that mission set forth. Okay, thanks.
Team name is Super Green, and when the going gets tough, the tough go green.
I'm Mandy Tucker.
I'm Phil. I'm Tony.
I'm Brittany.
And I'm Teddy.
So, why use fluorescent light bulbs?
Replacing one regular light bulb with a compact fluorescent bulb would save consumers $30 in energy cost. Fluorescent light bulbs save at least 2/3 less energy than a standard light bulb, last up to 10 minutes longer, and generate 70% less heat.
How do I dispose of fluorescent light bulbs?
Do not break the bulbs to avoid the mercury and expose the mercury if broke. Collect all pieces. Dispose as hazardous waste.
Did you know?
Mercury is an irreplaceable element. CFL is what allows the bulb to be an efficient light source. CFLs contain a very small amount of mercury sealed within the glass tubing, an average of 5 milligrams. By comparison, older home thermometers contain 500 milligrams of mercury, and many manual thermostats contain up to 3,000 milligrams. It would take between 100 and 600 CFLs to equal those amounts.
James Slinger, if you're in the building, please call room 22.
These are the different shapes and sizes of the CFLs.
Reduce, reuse, recycle. So why should we recycle?
Recycling saves energy, saves environmental conditions, and reduces pollution. Recycling saves natural resources, economic benefits, and saves space for waste disposal.
If recycling's so good, then why don't we do more of it?
Because of a lack of space, an inconvenience, and a lack of knowledge.
What's the process to recycle?
The recycling process involves 3 stages. Stage 1, collecting, sorting, and cleaning. Stage 2, manufacturing. And Stage 3, buying products made from recycled materials.
Did you know that for every ton of paper that is recycled, the following is saved? 7,000 gallons of water, 380 gallons of oil, and enough electricity to power an average house for 6 months. You can run a TV for 6 hours on the amount of electricity that is saved by recycling one aluminum can. And by recycling just one glass bottle, you save enough electricity to power a 100-watt bulb for 4 hours.
Our project is to sell energy-saving light bulbs in cloth bags at the Meade County Fair and working at the recycling center. The price for cloth bags is $1 each, and for the bulbs, it's $5 to $10 for 4, 6, or 8 boxes of 4, 6, or 8. Working with the amusement parks by going green.
Our project locations is Stewart Pepper Middle School, Meade County Fairgrounds, and the Recycling Center. Our amusement parks go green. We worked together and sent letters out to the following parks to encourage them to go green: Kings Island, Holiday World, and Kentucky Kingdom.
Entrepreneur, the arts.
What's an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur is a person who has possession of an enterprise or venture and assumes significant accountability for the inherent risk and outcomes. Entrepreneurship is often difficult. The term entrepreneur applies to someone who creates value by offering a product or service by carving out a niche in the market that may not exist currently. Observers see them as being willing to accept a high level of personal, professional, or financial risk to pursue opportunity.
This is the business plan. The executive summary is our purpose is to persuade residents and local business of Meade County to go green. We will have a booth at the Meade County Fair, and we'll be selling fluorescent lights, bulbs, which the booth didn't really work out, so we just basically recycled by dumping the recycling bins and helping out around the fair. Along with the reusable cloth bags, we are also selling them too. We have also written letters to Holiday World, Kings Island, and Kentucky Kingdom to persuade them to recycle and how it would benefit them and the community. The market analysis, the Meade County RECC is a major competition. Other competitors include Walmart, Home Depot, and even some sellers on eBay. We are going to compete with these other businesses by selling our items for lower prices.
Our business is created to persuade residents and businesses of Meade County and surrounding areas to go green. We're trying to persuade them to consume energy, recycle plastic, aluminum cans, paper, and etc. Our goal is to sell fluorescent light bulbs and cloth bags on eBay and work with amusement parks on going green. We also want to work at the Meade County Fair and recycle and sell fluorescent light bulbs and cloth bags there.
Alright. My name's Phillip Sullivan. I'm the team leader. My responsibilities were I wrote the letters to amusement parks and researched for the PowerPoint. Teddy had a little bit to do with video production and amusement park idea, and he also helped with the research for the PowerPoint. Tony, he called the recycling centers and helped make flyers. Brittany researched and developed the PowerPoint and also helped make flyers, and Mandy worked with the eBay account.
And we posted flyers throughout our community, such as Cox's, Mr. Gaddy's, Domino's, Kroger, Pomida, and etc. Can you do it, Tony?
The fluorescent light bulbs that we are selling were donated by Meade County Recycling Center.
No, RECC.
Oh, RECC. We're going to be selling them in cloth bags on eBay and at the county fair. We researched some local businesses on the internet to try to determine at what price we should sell the fluorescent light bulbs. Ozone air purification system 23 watts, 100 watt equivalent sold for $8.50. Energy Star saving bulbs 14 watts, 60 watt equivalent sold for $6. TCP spring light 19 watt equivalent. We're going to request $50 for our business. This is what we can go out and reuse cloth bags, and if needed, buy more fluorescent light bulbs. We're going to be selling the cloth bags for $1 each, and we'll be selling the fluorescent light bulbs anywhere between $5 to $10 for a 4, 6, or 8 pack. We're hoping to profit off this, and the money that we do get will be given back to the jail in the program.
And this is our references. And that's the end of the business plan.
Alright, we created an account on eBay. We sold our fluorescent light bulbs, the air purification ones for $8.50. Shipping and handling we charged $6.50, and the total was $15 altogether.
And this is a little bit about leadership. Leadership is a process by which a person influences others to accomplish an objective and directs the organization in a way that makes it more cohesive and coherent. Leaders carry out this process by applying their leadership attributes such as beliefs, values, ethics, character, knowledge, and skills. And this is some more references, which is the Youth Ventures Network, and each one of us created a profile and associated with other people across the community.
Change a light, change the world.
We would like to thank Lincoln Trail for creating such an educational program, and all guest speakers for sharing how to become successful. We'd also like to thank the Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife Resources for sharing information on wildlife and what we can do to change the community and help the environment and for a great field trip. Jillian, are you Jillian?
This is a picture of us. It's the Green Summer Forever 2009.
A little bit about our business results. We sold 24 light bulbs, or no. We sold 56 light bulbs and made approximately $90, but some of that was shipping, like the shipping cost. So we now have $58 to give back to the JLM program. He's got
This
the
would
check.
be the check that we're going to be giving Bobby Clark, I guess the leader of the program.
The co-manager of the program. Okay. This whole thing was called the Green Entrepreneurial Leadership Institute. So two things together to create a business model that goes green. So this was a good group that had both sides to it. They had created a business plan, enacted their business, and were successful. And it was kind of fortunate how it worked out that we had some teachers come in and see the light bulbs sitting there, and they were thrilled about it, and they bought them all up pretty quickly. Some of the TCP light bulbs. So they did a good job, and I'm very proud of them.
We are the Hulk.
That's Jake, that's Robert, Isaiah, Samantha, and Sabrina.
This is just going over what we've done as individuals within the group. Once again, that's us. This is just going over the goal and a very short summary of what we've done within our group and what we hoped would happen and what did happen.
Yeah, we were trying to get other businesses around Meade County to recycle cardboard and stuff, and so far we got at least 10 maybe, but we just broke it down to like 5 that were actually for sure they wanted to do that. But we started out at Powers Paper Company, and they didn't really do a whole lot of recycling because it was just overloaded for them, and the materials they used wasn't really recyclable. And so we just started calling businesses, asking if they recycled cardboard and paper and things like that. That's how we got our idea of our project.
On the left, that's a landfill over in Shenzhen that got so overwhelmed with garbage it overflowed. The other one's just some landfill over next to a power plant.
And 25% of Americans in the United States do not recycle.
Go ahead.
And many paper mills do not allow carry stocks, cartons, because included in any of the grades they accept, the main reason is that they will not break down to individual fibers in the machine. when being processed in the remanufacturing process. To recycle a corrugated container, you need to remove all contents, including plastics and styrofoam and staples and things like that.
These next couple of slides are just going to talk about cardboard and recycled stuff and how it works and what can and cannot be recycled and why.
There's different types of cardboard. There's boxboard and chipboard, and they're always getting mixed up because they look just alike. And boxboard is a grayish color and has a really thin inner layer. And boxboard is considered a less quality paper and should not be mixed with other cardboard. You should not recycle cardboard that has mold on it because it can set off like air rise and it can make you sick and things like that.
Boxboard is recyclable, but there is a primary material. But if it is a primary material your business generates, it needs to be kept separate because it has limited use. Depending on the volume that is produced, a vendor will supply containers that are serviced one time to several times per week by compactor trucks. Almost all paper mills use old cardboard as their feedstock when making craft paper, which is used to make corrugated cardboard. We encourage everyone to recycle cardboard and paper and make the world a better place to live. That's all for our PowerPoint.
Our original business idea was to go to Powers Paper Company and recycle, but because of the material on their paper and their overwhelming amount of cardboard, we could not help them recycle, but we still wanted to do something with businesses, so we went around to all these other businesses, and if they did not recycle, we gave them a way to recycle, and so we helped out at least 5 businesses so far.
Then, to help the recycling center, we provided them with recycling bins. It's about the size of a normal garbage can with wheels on it, and they pretty much liked what we were doing. And some of the businesses we didn't even ask, like Huddle House, there was a manager in there that overheard our conversation, and she offered to go in with the program. So it's working out.
A lot of the businesses didn't really want to cooperate because of time, space, money, just stuff like that. But the recycling center said they'd provide free pickup and free recycling bins, so that helped out a lot. They also have a choice on the size of the container you can keep around your workplace, so that also helped. And Sabrina and Samantha went around and took pictures of the recycling bins, the different sizes and all that, and took them to the businesses. And they got to pick which size they wanted, and they just went over there, and Robert went over there with them to talk about how it all works and what they can do and how it can help. To get the businesses, we just got a list of a lot of them around Meade County and just made phone calls for a couple of hours and kept trying and trying and trying. Eventually we got some to cooperate with us.
Then some of the businesses were just piling their cardboard up in a dumpster or in a corner somewhere, and the garbage company had to come pick the garbage up more than one time a week. And so they pretty much want to go along with our program. And Jake's going to talk a little bit about our business plan and some of the things on our board.
Our business plan just goes over everything we've done and we wanted to do. Right here, it talks about what each person has done. Like Robert, he worked on the presentation, he did research and made a lot of phone calls and went to the businesses and talked to them. Sabrina, Samantha, they worked on this trifold. They took cardboard from this school and took it to the recycling center. They did some more research. Isaiah, he was helping Robert make phone calls, and he worked on the brochures we handed out. And I wrote the business plan, and I'm working on a news article that talks about this program and what we've done. And I took notes. When it comes to funding and finance and all that, it really didn't cost anything for us to do what we did. The recycling center provides everything for free for the most part. We just made phone calls and kept everything together. We found that the best places that would help do this for us would be gas stations and fast food restaurants and places like that, because they're always having products and stuff brought in cardboard boxes, and they're always running through paper, keeping track of everything. So we thought those would be best, so we called them first.
We got 5 businesses. I didn't think I named them off, but we got Huddle House, Home Plate, Dollar Lane, and Pernis Place, and Doe Valley Express gas station. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. They had a tough job. They're in the middle of their project. They found out that their job site, they had kind of this project lined up about recycling cardboard for Powers Paper Company. Well, with the thermal paper and stuff like that, and the amount of recycling they do and the pickups that they need 3 or 4 times a day, it was going to be a very difficult thing for them to recycle there. So they can't come up with another idea in a matter of days to even have a project available. So I commend them for that, and they did an excellent job of coming up with an idea that is very helpful to our community, and we thank the recycling center for that.
Okay, I'd just like to commend all of you. I think you did a tremendous job. All 4 of them were well presented. I think you learned, all of you, that recycling is very important in what it can do and so forth, and something you can do all your life. If you encourage your friends, your relatives, anybody, encourage them to become part of this, saving our environment. The other thing that I would say to you is you'll be driving down the road, you've got that McDonald's sack in there, and you got that cup. Just put it back in the bag. When you get where you're going, just take it out and drop it in a garbage can. And I think you drive down the road, you see where somebody just pitches it out and what it looks like. And I can see the county is improving. Its groups are picking up and so forth. I'm seeing a little less out there as we're going along. But if you'll do your part, your buddy starts to throw something out and say, wait a minute, just put it in this sack. As one of you said, it only takes about 2 more steps to drop it in the garbage can when you get where you're going. And it sure makes your county and our county look a lot better when people come into it. But I commend all of you. You did a tremendous job, and very proud of all of you.
I want to thank Tim Gossett from Meade County RECC, Harry Craycroft, and Mrs. V for judging our competition today. Obviously, I think all of our 4 groups did a fantastic job and have had a lot of experience this summer working on stuff. And I know they wanted me to hurry up and get to who won in just a second, because they get a good prize if they win. But first, I just need to say that this program was funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009. And with a combined score of 256, the winning team for the best of Meade County is Super Green. So, Phillip, congratulations.
I'm Phillip Sullivan. I was the team leader.
I'm Teddy Linhart, and I was a team member.
I'm Tony Polk, and I was also a team member.
I'm Brittany Stockfield.
I'm Mandy Tucker.
They will go on July the 31st to compete at the 8-county competition for a chance to win a brand new laptop. Hopefully they'll have a good chance of that. each member of this team today receives obviously a trophy, and then McConnell Technologies has graciously volunteered to help kind of this whole recycling theme here, rebuilt PCs and printers. So they're getting a computer and printer, each one of them. So that's awesome. So again, thank you.
Congratulations.